how are you doing? It's been a while since I have made a video for Facebook or YouTube, but I want to start. The reason I'm making a video today is I'm starting a 45-day challenge. Now most of you know that I have done 30-day challenges taking the vow of silence. I think I've done that twice. Did not do it perfectly, but no talking at all in 30 days. There was a couple times I had to talk. I was forced to talk. I chose to talk and then went right back on my silence. But this is for Tai Chi Gung, and I've wanted to learn Tai Chi for a while now. I did incorporate some Tai Chi movements when I taught water aerobics at the wellness center a few years ago, and I usually did it at the end of the exercises just to slow our breathing down and relax. And we would push the water and pull the water, and we would push the water here and push the water there. And I just watched a couple of Tai Chi, aqua water Tai Chi movements and incorporated that in my classes because I had the easier, the low impact to no impact, if you didn't want any impact at all, the water aerobics. But I no longer do that, and I want to learn Tai Chi to the fullest. And there is like a 4 or 5 minute worldwide known movement. It's the longest movement that if you do Tai Chi a lot, you know that movement. And so I want to learn that. So hopefully in the next 45 days I'll be able to learn that movement and be able to do it by myself without watching the instructor. So I've made some notes, so I hope you don't mind me reading the notes. And this is at rasaji.com. You can find this challenge and do it as well. You can start with me. I'll try to come live, not live, but I'll try to post a video every day. That's my goal. I can't guarantee it, but that is my goal. So I'll try to come on here every day and let you know how I'm doing and give you information so you can do it as well. You can follow me and do the challenge with me, or you can always go straight here and do it on your own. You don't have to do it with me or follow me. But I just want to encourage people to move. It's just movement. Tai Chi is movement, and it's actually a form of martial arts. So if you know how to strengthen your body and do the movements, you can actually fight with it if you needed to. But now most people just do it for exercise, and you're using your whole body to do these movements that we'll start doing. Now the 45-day challenge, there's just 4 exercises that we learn, and it kind of the first time I tried to do this challenge, I did maybe 7 to 10 days, and then I quit. Then I got busy, and I've been wanting to get back to it, but I haven't. So I'm like, August 1st. I was going to start it in July, and I didn't. So now I want to start it now, August 1st, 2022. Hopefully today will start my first 45-day challenge that I complete, and so it'll be in the middle of August sometime. And then I want to repeat it and do it again and again. But when you're doing the 45-day challenge, there's just 4 exercises that we do. There's other things that we do, but the exercise part of the Tai Chi is just 4 movements. Now there are other movements, and I got the CD. This is backwards, sorry, but it's Circle of Life, Tai Chi Gung with Rasaji Shakti, and his information is on the back. Let me read it. Master Lama Rasaji is one of only 12 Master Lamas in the entire world. He lived and trained at the original Tai Chi Gung Lamasery in Tibet. The school opened by Lao Tzu when he left China more than 3,000 years ago. Master Lama Rasaji has been training in Lao Tzu's regenerative health system for more than 50 years. He is from America, and but he spent 3 years in Tibet learning these movements, and it was more than just a Tai Chi what he experienced, so which is really cool. And so there on this CD is the basic 4 movements that we're going to learn and that I'm going to follow during the 45-day challenge. But there's other things as well, and so it's other movements. It's more Tai Chi movements, Tai Chi Gung, and it's also that movement that I described that's universal. So I'm going to be doing that as well, in addition to just the 4 exercises for the 45-day challenge. And I may do some videos on that, but you can find all the videos yourself at rasaji.com. You don't have to do it with me or follow me or watch it with me. So with Tai Chi Gung, there are several benefits, and I'm just going to read some. You will feel more alive. Your body will feel more alive. You experience greater peace. You improve your sleep. You feel more rested with less sleep. You can increase positive energy. You can improve your stamina. You gain control over stress. Stress doesn't control you. You control your life and your body. You can attain perspective. You can prioritize your spiritual connection with God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. You can improve your attitude and outlook. You can strengthen your breathing and improve focus and concentration. We all need that. I do. So I'm going to create, this is wrong because I had started it for July, but today I'm going to create a new little schedule for myself so I know that I've done every day. And let me see. I went ahead, because this is just what I do, I made myself a binder with everything in here. But when you go to the rasaji.com and you sign up for the 45-day challenge, there's just one piece of paper that lets you know everything. So I'm going to go ahead and read that, if you don't mind. About the exercises. The 3-column exercise is a transformational tool. Okay, this is not the physical exercises. It's called the column exercise. It's something else that we do. So it's not the Tai Chi Gung movement. The 3-column exercise is a transformational tool that Master Lama Rasaji shares with all his students. With it, you can gain clarity about what is happening now, learn how you brought it to you from your past thoughts and actions, and figure out multiple ways to transform it moving forward. Then there are 3 universal forces working in the body, mind, and spirit of a human being all the time. They are the creative force, the sustaining force, and the destructive force. Most people live their lives and never use all 3 consciously. Most self-improvement systems only recognize and work with 1 or 2. It's not surprising they get inconsistent results. To bring anything or anyone new into your life, you use the universal creative force. This works by the law of attraction. A Hindu word for this is Brahm. A Christian word for this is the Father. To manifest what your heart desires, you always make use of the creative force. Sometimes this new creation is really just an expansion or on something you already do. You might build a website and create a marketing plan to sell something that has been a hobby up until now. That's one example. Anything and anyone in your life now stays in your life through the power of the universal sustaining force. A Hindu word for this is Vishnu. A Christian word for this is the Holy Spirit. A marriage is a great example of sustaining energy in action. Both people give sustaining energy to the relationship to keep it healthy. A job is another. You work regularly and receive money in return. The figure 8 of giving and receiving is complete, and your job remains in the world. To remove something or someone from your life, you use the universal destructive force. It is highly misunderstood by most people. In Tai Chi Gung, we use it as the power to destroy death. It can also be used as the power of resurrection. A Hindu word for this is Shiva. A Christian word for this is Christ. The destroyer of death energy takes something you hate to do, something that depletes you, and either removes from your life once and for all, or helps you transform it. Changing your attitude is an example of putting death to death. Sometimes a shift in your mind is the only thing that is necessary to stop the degeneration. You resurrect it by viewing it with a new attitude. So the column exercise that you do every day is about anything in your life. So you have things that you sustain, you have things that you create, and you have things you release, and that's constant. Our body is doing that constantly. The earth is doing that constantly. So it's universal. It's from God. So we build, we hold, we destroy, always. So some sustaining thoughts you can journal about is, what am I doing? What am I qualified to do? What am I paid for? What I was paid for? What I did before? Who I am with? Creating would be what I love to do, what I really want to do, what I am passionate about, and who I want to be with. Releasing is, the examples are what I hate to do, what I can't stand, what I want to avoid, who I want to avoid. And you would just document that on this kind of piece of paper, or just in your own binder, or on any kind of paper or a journal. So I am going to look. I have the website up so I can read. Okay, so sorry. Every day in the 45-day challenge, you're going to do 5 to 10 minutes of the Circle of Life book. And the Circle of Life book you can download and read it from your phone, or you can get the physical book. And I got the physical book because I just want to have it in my hands. So you do 5 to 10 minutes of reading the book. And in the 45-day challenge, it's a really small, easy to read book, so you're going to read it a few times while you go through the challenge. But you, even though, once you complete the book once, you just keep, you start again, you start at the beginning, and you just keep reading until the 45 days is up. And then you do 10 to 20 minutes of walking. I do a lot more than that, but at least 10 to 20 minutes of walking every day to move your body, to move your lymph system, to build your muscle and stamina and breathing. So you need to walk. Everybody should be walking anyway. Walking is one of the best ways to ward off dementia or Alzheimer's. So everyone should be walking every day. And then you do the Tai Chi Gung warm-up exercises. There are 4, and we're going to do that today. We'll do that every day. And then you do 5 to 10 minutes of prayer or meditation. Here it says prayer and meditation because prayer is speaking to God. Meditation is listening to God and receiving information, from God. Then you do the column exercises that I just read off the piece of paper. You can download that and do it, get the information from your phone and, journal it, or you can print it out like I've done. And then you take notes on your daily experience. You just journal and write down your thoughts, anything that comes up while you're exercising, while you're praying and meditating, while you're doing the column exercises. So, Rasaji recommends to have 3 notebooks. One with the 45-day challenge that you do, a small little, some type of notepad or something in your purse or with you in your vehicle. So if you have information that you receive, revelations or thoughts, or conversations with God while you're out, or you can always pull it. I sometimes make notes in my notes on my phone, so in case so I don't forget it, and so I can remember it later. So because I'll get thoughts or information or revelations or downloads all the time, and I'm not always by a notebook or a notepad. And then he also recommends to have the 3rd and final notebook near your bed. And so when you wake up from a dream, you should journal your dream. You should date and time and what you remember from your dream. And the best thing to do is, as soon as you wake up from the dream, if it's in the middle of the night or early in the morning, and as you're waking up and you remember, like sometimes you wake up from the dream and it's very vivid and you remember it, and that's the best. But sometimes it comes to you later. You may get up and make yourself a cup of coffee, and you're in the shower or you're going to the store and you're like, something triggers the dream that you had that night, like, wow, I had that dream, and so you want to journal it. So we should always, or it doesn't have to be a dream, it can be a thought or anything that comes to your mind, but sometimes that happens when you're in your bed. You don't want to have to get up and go to your purse or go to, wherever your other notebooks are. You just want to have it right there by your bed. So I've done that. I have three little, notepads and journals in those 3 places. So I'm going to go ahead and play the 4 exercises, and I'm going to display them. I'm going to watch on my phone. I try to get the TV going, but it's just not going right. So you're going to hear him, but I'm going to be doing the movement. Sorry. I have to.
My left foot, your right foot 1 to 2 inches in front. Turn your back left foot out. With the knee and hip, I want you to begin heel to toe. Shift the weight, heel to toe. Heel to toe and heel to toe. We're making the figure 8 pattern. Half of the 8 is made on your left leg, half of the 8 is on your right. Now, where is the movement coming from, Rasaji? From the lower back and from the abdomen. Imagine my hands on your lower back, pushing your body through the motion. What are your arms and hands doing?
Sorry for the buffering. Make sure that it's not on. I don't know if I'm.
They're just an extension of the trunk of the body and the legs. They're not trying to hang on to anything. Don't want you to really use your muscles. I want you to put some space between your fingers and focus your breathing, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. Now let's do that for the next few seconds.
So bad. It's very relaxing.
That's right. Let your weight sink into your legs. Let the weight in your upper body, especially your chest, and especially the diaphragm, let it sink into your legs. Okay, now the final few seconds, this is what I want you to do. I want you to straighten your legs a little bit. I want you to make your upper body as soft as you can. And imagine your hands are water spigots. And you're releasing the water out your hands and finger. We're releasing that nerve energy, releasing the chi, and letting the tension of the day go. Begin to relax your breathing. Let's come to a pause, and please relax your muscles. Very good. All right, let's change legs. My right foot in front should be your left. Always turn your back foot out. Now remember, your front foot is only 1 to 2 inches in front. If you have hip problems, it's probably shorter than that. Let's begin. Start by circling heel to toe. Again, heel to toe. And change legs. Semicircle, change legs, semicircle, change legs. Get the rhythm going first. Your arms can help you in the beginning with direction and motion. And then let's begin to sink the energy in the legs, freeing up the upper body. Here we go. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Few more seconds with the pressure in your legs, and we're going to slowly begin to raise the stance. This time, imagine that you're releasing the water from the shoulders and upper back, and your arms are like hose pipes, spigots in the palms, and let it take the tension of the back and chest with it. Space between your fingers. Feel it flow out every fingers. That's right. And just float as if you're floating on a cloud. Begin to relax your breathing. And let's come to a pause, and please relax your muscles. All right, once more with the figure eight. This time, the heels are even. We're going to turn the feet out about 11 and 1 o'clock. Slightly start with the knees bent. Same figure eight motion, but now to the side. The emphasis here is the side. Looks a little bit like a hula kind of motion. But again, heel to toe. Heel to toe. Very important. There's not many exercises that work every tendon in your feet and legs, but the figure eight actually does. It's very powerful for tendon and ligament development. Okay, the last few seconds, I want you to begin to straighten. This time I want you to place your hands on your hips, and I want you to close your eyes if you can. And I want you to release any pressure you feel in your hips and your lower back. Shoulders and hips, two important places to release our tension and pressure. This is a good moment to begin to do that. Let's come to a pause and let's relax. Very good. All right.
Okay, that was the first one. And then we go to the second one. It's called body, that was the figure eight. This is the body twist.
We move to Tai Chi Gung exercise number 2, body twist. This time your right foot goes a half a foot in front of the left. About 8 to 10 inches between the ankles. Turn your back foot out. Both knees are bent. The focus of this exercise goes into the solar plex area. Very gently we begin to turn from side to side as we move into the exercise of body twist. You want to start out gentle. Check your range of motion with your back, especially if you just had a chiropractor adjustment yesterday or back surgery a few months ago. You don't want to mess it up, so you want to respect it and be gentle with it. Low impact in the beginning. Make sure you're not holding your breath, please. Here we go.
This won't take very long if we don't have the buffering.
First,
maybe it's the time that I chose to be, maybe more people are on the internet. I don't know. 'Cause I normally don't have buffering on this phone.
part of the exercise, we're winding up. Energy flows from the earth up to the head. And out the arms, just like a tree blowing before a tropical storm. This increases cardio. The second phase is like you have an emotional switch inside your body. Now we're going to check and make sure space between your fingers. Check your breathing to make sure you're not holding your breath. And now give yourself permission to release and let go. And let's start to wind down. And the second phase becomes incredible for calming the mind and the nervous system. Let's see how slow we can go. Energy is returning from the head and hands down through the legs back into the earth. The very last few seconds, let's go as slow as we can go. And take a moment where you take a definite pause with the motion, and then please relax your muscles. And you'll notice the pressure that you're putting on your legs and your feet. All right, let's go to the left side. Half a foot in front. Turn your back foot out. Again, knees are bent. And let's begin to turn. Head always follows the trunk of the body. If your eyes are open, just paintbrush the room with your eyes. Don't fix your eyes. It messes with the muscles in the neck. You want to freely move. Very soon you'll be doing this exercise with your eyes closed as your strength and balance increases. Let the blood flow to your hands and fingers. A great exercise for the heart. When you hit the peak moment, before you change, when you're at home, you want to go with that for about 10 or 15 seconds. And then inside the body, throw that emotional switch, and let's begin to wind down. Just imagine like a parachute floating to the ground. That's how you are with your upper body. Start to calm your breathing. Let go of the day. Try to be in the present. Don't worry about what you have to do later. You can still do that later. Just follow your breathing. Release. Last few seconds for the mind. And if you ever desire to meditate, this is a key exercise to learn how to meditate. learning how to slow down, embracing your peace. Tai Chi Gung is all about learning to embrace your peace. All right, let's pause and relax your muscles. Very good. Okay.
All right. 2 out of 4 done. So we've got, this is the crane exercise.
This is called the crane breathing and stretching exercise. Feet position this time is 6 to 8 inches apart, and the feet are more parallel. We begin with the arms and synchronizing the breath. As we inhale, let's lift the arms like a bird, and exhale, lower the arms. Again, please. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, relaxing. Each time we do this 3 times. Up for the 3rd breath. And then relax the arms and relax your breathing. The first time we bend over, let's focus the stretch between the shoulders. Pause and inhale. Now as we exhale, let's roll the head and neck up. Bring the hands together and inhale and stretch a little bit up. And exhale and relax your muscles. And that's 1 crane. Let's begin. Inhale and exhale. As your legs get stronger, you'll find yourself with the breathing rocking back to front, as if your toes are wrapped around the mountain and you're like an eagle getting ready to fly. 2nd time down, relax the breathing. Let's focus in the middle of the back around the kidneys. Pause and inhale the breath. Exhale. Hands together. Inhale, stretch towards the ceiling. And exhale, relax your muscles. Good. Again, when you're at home, about 4 to 5 of these a day can do phenomenal things to your spinal column and the muscles that hold the spine and vertebrae in place. Very important. All right, again, relax your breathing. This time we'll go down as far as comfortable. I want you to pause and then inhale the breath and then exhale. Inhale and stretch and exhale and relax. Let's do a couple more. Let's do the last one. Last one, it's almost like you're a puppet on a string. Every one of your arms has like thousands of strings, just pulling the arms and hands up. It's also attached to the back of your head and shoulders. So on the last one, as we begin to descend, relax your breathing, ease the strings and the body down. Very important to take a definite pause with your head down. Inhale. And on the exhale, let's roll through every vertebrae, just like they're prayer beads. And then inhale, straight the spine. And on the exhale, relax every muscle in your back. And let's finish the same way we began, with 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. You'll notice the last 3 breaths are easier than the first 3. Tells you a lot about the human body. We're going to place the hands on the hips. For safety, we're going to bend the knees, taking some of the pressure off your legs. Then roll through 1 arch at a time. And then roll through another arch. And this is a moment where you want to take and release all the pressure from the hips down. And if you have some water and you're practicing at home, it's a good time for a water break, okay?
Very good. Just one more. One more. It's called the Tai Chi Swim.
Let's go to Tai Chi Gung Swim. We're going to turn the feet at 11 and 1. Let's check the range of motion of the upper back. Turn a little bit to one side. Let's turn a little bit to the other side to check the deep back muscles that are just now beginning to wake up. Starting with your right hand, my left. Pretend we're cupping water. And let's pour it right off the fingertips and down. And then the next hand, pick up the water and pour it out. And again, there we go. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. When you're home practicing, the first phase of Tai Chi Swim should take about 60 seconds. Remember, this is the first exercise that has 3 phases to it, not just 2, but 3. All right, we're going to begin to release the water and start to trace inside a concentric circle. Each time the circles will get smaller with the arms and hands. And let's start at the fingertips. And let's begin to release the fingers and hands. And then the forearm muscles, your upper arm muscles, your shoulders, your upper back, relieving just enough muscle energy to actually complete the circle. No wasted motion, and definitely no wasted energy. Let's find the center of the bullseye with each hand in each wrist. Okay? Let's see what we've been able to release up until now today. Let's begin to take the hands and arms in a wave pulsing motion. They say everything in the Milky Way galaxy and in your body pulses. They refer to it in the East as the pulse of life. And it's at this moment in Tai Chi Gung where you realize that you're more than plumbing. You're more than a liquid being. You are electromagnetic, biological being. Let's bring our hands within about 2 inches of the palms. Just like the beginning of the warm-up, let's begin to circle, but this time very slowly. And notice, do you feel any impression of one hand on the other? And then you have to ask yourself why. When your physical hands are not touching, but yet you feel as if they are, tells us that we are more than liquid, that there's a lot of things going through us that we're yet to discover. I want you to take your hands together, bring them into the abdomen, bend your knees slightly, and let's relax our muscles, please. Very good. Tai Chi Swim stimulates immunity system function.
Awesome. That's it. So, if you're doing the challenge with me, you can get this. You can sign up for the 45-day challenge at rasaji.com. RASAJI.com. So you'll do 5 to 10 minutes reading Circle of Life. I think I might do that now. I don't know if I have enough time. Yeah, I think I do. And then 10 to 20 minutes of walking. Then the 4 exercises that we just did. Then 5 to 10 minutes of prayer and meditation. Then you do the column exercises, and then you journal your experience. So I'm going to go ahead and read. I have not read this book at all. I looked, the only thing I did was I looked at the table of contents, which I'll read to you now. Um, I will read the Thanksgiving at the beginning of the page, the book, and then the Rasaji Circle of Life, the contents. And I think that'll be enough for today. So, thanks to Bhaganathar for his will to pursue his dream for mankind. Thanks to Lao Tzu for waiting patiently for the right moment to bring forth the true teachings of Tai Chi Gung in their integrity. Thanks to Bo Yang for cuddling and cradling Rasaji, training him from an early childhood of sickness and poverty mindset into an adulthood of health and the fullness of abundance. Thanks to Babaji, who opened Rasaji to the truest teachings of God and his playground called nature, in the loving kindness and spirit of truth, simplicity, and love. Thanks to my loving wife, Mita, who reigns God's purity in her smile and for her deep devotion to God. Thanks to my student and best friend, David Paul, who has taught me the truest meaning of friendship and working for what we believe. Thanks to my 3 sons, Chin, Christian, and Jonathan, for having the patience to liberate me, keep my heart open, and keep their childlike nature of the divine. Thanks to my mother, who gave me a pathway into this world when I forgot how to get here myself. Thanks to Jimmy Schwinn, and Joseph Land for helping smooth the way. Thanks to all my students who have really been some of my greatest teachers, keeping me focused on my divine mission in this life. Thanks to God himself, who obviously has a great sense of humor, to take this frail boy from the foothills of Tennessee, I couldn't remember where he was, he's from Tennessee, rose him up in Florida and trained him in the history of our creation through India and Tibet, and then humbly deliver him back to America, where his love and pathway is so greatly needed. May I, your son, do you proud with honor and glory. Amen. Baraka Bashad, may the blessings be. Rasaji, God's joy. Oh, Rasaji means God's joy. I didn't know that. That's so cool. Circle of life. Rasaji means God's joy. So, and then the contents is chapter 1, Chi. Chapter 2, mind. Chapter 3, breath. Chapter 4, movement. Chapter 5, nutrition. Chapter 6, work. Chapter 7, money. Chapter 8, friendships. Chapter 9, nature. So tomorrow I will start reading, I'll read the foreword and I'll read the introduction. And that'll probably be it. And then we'll start the chapters. So I'm going to try my best to come here and do this video and upload one every day for the next 45 days. If I'm not on here, it doesn't mean that I've broken my challenge and I missed the day. I may have just had to do the exercises and the other stuff by myself, and I just didn't have time to make a video to upload it to Facebook and YouTube. So I love you guys very much, and take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.